See, I don't mind us sharing information with people who are ethical the way they do business.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice that a lot of the things that are allowed here are banned in most of European countries
Wow.
or
Yeah.
Asian countries,
Yes.
meaning they're a little more ethical in safeguarding or taking care of their citizens. Here is free market. Kenya is free market. So it will come and say, take away your leg. So you need to rebuild
Oh la la.
way to walk.
Yeah.
Or it will come and take away, say, what do you say, your bowels, and a piece of your bowels need to be cut off, or, so that the inflammation can stop. Actually, stress at work, day-to-day living with high stress all the time. Those also cause chronic illnesses.
Before we connect this to Kenya, help us understand the world you work in, because I think that's important in bringing this to the food supply in Kenya and what's happening to it. What exactly is specialty infusion treatment, Chrissy?
So specialty infusion comes in for so it's like pharmacy for any other, but then the pharmacy that takes care of the infusion side, they're called specialty pharmacy. So then we end up being called specialty nursing or specialty infusion, because the medications that they do will be those high-end, big money pharmaceuticals that have been made specifically for very rare illnesses like multiple sclerosis, like ALS, that's Lou Gehrig's, like things like Crohn's or colitis. And those are illnesses that are chronic illnesses that most of the time are caused by lifestyle issues, things that we do not honor in our lifestyle. And we know one of the biggest lifestyle things is diet more than anything else, really. Before we breathe in bad air, before we smoke or drink, usually the food is the first one. That is the biggest one that causes chronic illnesses. And then there's other stressors like actually stress at work, day-to-day living with high stress all the time. Those also cause chronic illnesses. So then what happens in my industry of infusion nursing, specialty infusion nursing, is we take care of these patients who have these illnesses that do not really have a cure, or they say, this is what they say, do not have a cure. So the reason you need the infusion is because it allows you to live a normal life. For example, if you have Crohn's, if you do not get your infusions for whichever medicine you're supposed to be getting, you miss 2 doses, your stomach will not let you be able to go to work. You need to sit next to a restroom at all times.
Wow.
Sometimes the diarrhea is so much, the weight loss is so severe, the iron loss is so severe, the abdominal bleeding is so severe, you have to go to the hospital. It leads to death sometimes. So that's where we come in. We give these infusions for chronic illnesses. Chronic means long term. Acute means something that caught you quickly. Chronic means you're going to suffer with this for a long time. Those are the cardiovascular issues, the arthritises. Those are long-term illnesses that you cannot just cure. Then they've come up with these medications that we now infuse. That's where I come in to help you maintain some sort of normalcy, or you'll end up on a wheelchair, you'll end up sitting next to a restroom all your life, for the rest of your life, or ending with a pouch, a poop bag, or dead, or it's a lot of various places where you can end up if you do not take care of your chronic illnesses.
And what is it that got you into this particular area? Like I know you're a registered nurse, but I never heard about specialty infusion until I saw you talking about it on your Facebook page. So what is it that made you want to specialize in this particular area?
So this was just by luck, actually, because as a nurse, even as a nursing student, I already knew that I was not going to make it being a regular floor nurse. I could already see that was not the calling for me.
Yeah.
So within the first year of being a nurse, I'd been fired like 7 times.
Huh?
7 times.
Yes.
How is that even possible? That's like every 2 months.
Kama sija walk out of the job, I've been walked out by security.
Akupenda nini? Akupenda damu, alafu ye na bedpan,
I deal with
hand
blood
bedpan
every
not bad
bush. I'm inside blood every day. But I ended up in infusion nursing and liked it because of the autonomy of it. I don't have to work for a hospital. I don't have to. So for the longest time, this has given me the autonomy to actually enjoy being a nurse compared to being a hospital nurse.
Well, this, this infusion, is it something I've never heard about it in Kenya? Is it something that exists in Kenya?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Now, yes. Yeah. Right now, we do have, so the specialty, doesn't exist yet.
Okay.
We do have some of these complicated medications that we give here in Kenya, but most of the time they're given in a hospital setting. Now that we have a prevalence of chemo, I see some centers opening, which are not really hospitals, but people can go. But truly, no, it's going to be new. Infusions are done in the hospitals. Okay,
so with the trajectory that Kenya is taking, and the food that we are eating, heading in this direction that where the US currently is this something that maybe you're seeing is going to have a demand in future at some point?
Absolutely. We are importing the same diseases, and our problem is we are importing it from here. See, I don't mind us sharing information with people who are ethical the way they do business. You'll notice that a lot of the things that are allowed here are banned in most of European countries.
Wow.
Or Asian countries.
Yes.
Meaning they're a little more ethical in safeguarding or taking care of their citizens. Here is free market. Kenya is free market.
Willing buyer, willing seller.
Willing buyer, willing seller, whoever is willing to be bribed can be bribed to let these things slide in more easily. That's why it's problematic for us. So we are importing their foods, we are importing their problems.
Okay, so now with your company, is it a clinic that I can walk in, I tell you I have a certain syndrome, give me 140K worth of medicine, or who pays your company? How do you source your patients?
Big Pharma pays me.
Okay.
Huyu alikuwa compromise. Ako na envelope kubwa.
Okay.
Big Pharma pays me. I don't even get my clients from the doctors. I get my clients from the specialty pharmacies.
When you're talking about specialty pharmacies, what are those? We know CVS. We know Walgreens.
So CVS? Yeah. Behind CVS, work on another section. Almost all the pharmacies that they have other sections that specialize in some of these very high-end lucrative medications.
Okay.
That are also risky to infuse. They are typically, life-threatening. So it's not just a pill that you can puke out. So they're very highly specialized and need highly skilled nurses and highly skilled pharmacists who are not the same ones who count pills at the pharmacy counter.
Okay.
So they have a different set of skills to do the type of disbursing of these medications.
Okay. All right. Good. And what kind of illnesses require, like typical illnesses that some people know require specialty infusion? Or is it these illnesses with complicated names that we don't even know what they are?
So we do have some of them like chronic, demyelated. So a lot of them will let me put it like this. A lot of them will have issues that are like neurological or systemic that cannot just be healed by like a pill. When they come, they take everything. So it will come and say, take away your leg. So you need to rebuild way to walk.
Yeah.
Or it will come and take away, say, your bowels, and a piece of your bowels need to be cut off, or, so that the inflammation can stop. So we have Crohn's, we have colitis, we have things like multiple sclerosis, Lou Gehrig's. Those are just some examples.
Okay.
Is Parkinson's in there, or that not so much?
So not really. They're working on a new infusion medication for Parkinson's. If it's out yet, I'm not privy to it yet. It hasn't reached me yet, or I haven't looked into it that much. But they were working on something for Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
Okay.
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 Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is quite interesting. And what does a typical infusion visit look like? Is it like a walk-in, walk-out, like how we walk in and walk out of CVS, or what does an infusion visit look like?
So typically we see the patients either in their homes or in an infusion suite. So you can have a doctor's office can have an infusion suite, say a gastroenterologist who is the one who deals with a lot of Crohn's patients or colitis patients, or rheumatologist who is the one who deals with arthritis. They can have an infusion suite in their office. A lot of them, because they are specialists, they are not that many. So they end up with so many patients. People drive from far to come see these little specialists, okay? So then they'll end up with infusion suites. The big pharmacies will also have their own infusion suites, or will come do it in the patient's home.
Okay.
The big hospitals too do have their side that is for specialty infusions.
Okay.
Wow.
And then you also mentioned that that one nurse doing a 40-hour work week can administer approximately $140,000 worth of medication.
That can be a day. So even
That's a day.
Yeah.
Wow. $140,000 worth of medication.
That's nothing. Some of the medicines cost 250 grand.
Wow. And is this covered by insurance, or who pays for this?
Big Pharma.
That's where the politics come in.
Oh my goodness.
Big Pharma.
Yeah, that's where the jokes.
Big Pharma. Then on the back end they get paid.
Somebody's getting paid somewhere. The patient is not.
Okay.
But somehow they figured out how to transfer funds and payments through insurance and through pharmacy, through discount programs and all of those other
localities.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what is it that's making these drugs so expensive? Is it their cost of production, or what is it making them so expensive?
So what mostly happens is, say, a rare disease like MS, which does not affect many people. Somebody will do some research and development. Say my mom has MS and I'm a researcher. I go research and keen on it and do everything I can, look for funds. Then somebody will, as you're looking for funds and talking to other peers, somebody will know that you're getting close to a treatment for MS or something good for MS. Then the big investors will come in. And then they will start, because the medicines, the people who need it are so desperate, and they're going to need it every month. They come in and price it so high to where these people cannot do without it, but still they have to pay all these thousands of dollars to get it. So when the treatment comes, before it becomes, usually they have a patent. Okay?
Yeah.
So nobody else can copy that medication for a number of years.
Yeah.
So while nobody else can copy that medication for the number of years, this pharmacy is the one who decides how, or rather the manufacturer of the medicine is the one who decides how much they charge for it. And most of the time, the R&D, that's already been paid off by the time the medicine is there in the market for a year or two. After that, they're just making it's just pure profit.
It's pure profit.
Out of desperation, because people are desperate and will pay for the medicine.
Supply and demand, Ali.
Yes.
Okay. And what happens when maybe a patient loses coverage or can no longer afford treatment?
They dump you. There's another patient they'll go for. If you do not have coverage, a lot of the patients cannot afford to pay for even a single dose if they do not have insurance coverage.
Wow, this is...
Or it's covered by the state or some program.
No, what state?
There's no so for these types of diseases, are you saying that things like, say, hypothetically Medicaid or Medicare don't cover, those types of programs, or there's up to a certain point?
They will cover, but because of the cost of the medications, they will also find very many reasons to deny them.
Okay.
And also, they'll also request that you change from what the doctor has been giving you and try other things. So they might return you to trying things that already failed for you and take you off of the one that works, because they're not going to pay all of that money.
Okay, so basically, is it the difference between what genetic and I don't know what? Basically, they're trying to push you to the cheapest path.
So sometimes yes, the insurance, depending on who your insurance is,
Correct.
they try to push you to a cheaper, maybe different medication, or you're just dropped. I'm sorry, you don't have insurance anymore.
Okay.